Martin Luther King Jr., a name that echoes through history as a symbol of courage, justice, and the relentless pursuit of equality. As the leader of the American civil rights movement, King's vision of a world where all people are judged by the content of their character, not the color of their skin, transformed the course of history. Join us as we explore the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a man whose words and actions continue to inspire generations. Born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia, Martin Luther King Jr. grew up in a deeply segregated South. The son of a Baptist minister, King was exposed to the harsh realities of racial inequality from a young age. He excelled academically, skipping 2 grades before enrolling at Morehouse College at the age of 15. King's education was shaped by a deep commitment to social justice and theology. After graduating from Morehouse, he attended Crozer Theological Seminary and later earned a Ph.D. in systematic theology from Boston University. His academic journey deepened his understanding of nonviolence and the moral imperative of equality, laying the groundwork for his future leadership in the civil rights movement. In 1955, King's life took a pivotal turn when he became involved in the Montgomery bus boycott. Sparked by Rosa Parks' courageous refusal to give up her seat to a white passenger, the boycott marked the beginning of King's rise to national prominence. As the leader of the boycott, King advocated for nonviolent resistance, drawing inspiration from Mahatma Gandhi's principles of civil disobedience. The Montgomery bus boycott lasted 381 days and resulted in a Supreme Court ruling that declared segregation on public buses unconstitutional. This victory not only propelled King into the national spotlight but also ignited a broader movement for civil rights across the United States. Throughout the 1960s, Martin Luther King Jr. emerged as the face of the civil rights movement, leading marches, organizing protests, and delivering speeches that resonated with millions. One of the most iconic moments of his life came on August 28, 1963, during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. Before a crowd of over 250,000 people gathered at the Lincoln Memorial, King delivered his legendary "I Have a Dream" speech. His words, "I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal," became a defining moment in the struggle for civil rights. King's leadership extended far beyond speeches. He was deeply involved in campaigns that challenged the entrenched systems of segregation and discrimination. From the Birmingham campaign, where his arrest led to the writing of the influential Letter from Birmingham Jail, to the Selma to Montgomery marches that highlighted the fight for voting rights, King's activism brought national attention to the injustices faced by Black Americans. King's efforts, alongside those of countless other activists, were instrumental in the passage of landmark legislation, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. These laws marked significant steps toward dismantling institutionalized racism and securing equal rights for all Americans. Despite the progress made, King's work was far from over. In the years leading up to his death, he focused on issues such as economic justice and opposition to the Vietnam War. On April 4, 1968, while in Memphis, Tennessee, supporting a strike by sanitation workers, Martin Luther King Jr. was tragically assassinated. His death sent shockwaves across the world, but his message of nonviolence and equality lived on. King's assassination was a devastating loss, but his legacy endures. His philosophy of nonviolence and his commitment to justice have inspired countless movements and leaders, both in the United States and around the world. King's dream of a more just and equal society continues to guide the ongoing struggle for civil rights. Martin Luther King Jr.'s life was a testament to the power of courage, conviction, and the belief in a better future. His legacy as a champion of civil rights, a voice for the voiceless, and a beacon of hope remains as relevant today as it was during his lifetime. As we reflect on his remarkable journey, we are reminded that the dream he so passionately articulated is a call to action for all of us. If you enjoyed this exploration of Martin Luther King Jr.'s life and legacy, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into history's most influential figures. Who would you like to learn about next? Share your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.